Then we get into the core exercises. Now, the core exercises in the strength level of the OPT model is going to include movement of the spine through all phases of the muscle action spectrum. So it's going to have an eccentric component, isometric component, concentric component. If any of those you could leave out, you might want to remove the isometric component, because that's basically all stabilization endurance was for the core. Now we're adding eccentric and concentric. We're adding movement as opposed to little to no movement of the spine. We are now moving the spine, and we're moving it through the entire muscle action spectrum. So examples of this in this sample workout are going to be crunches, oblique crunches, and hanging knee raises. But in the hanging knee raises, you have to make sure that it is not just your knees coming up, but is that you are reverse crunching. You are getting a flexion of the spine, and it's not just flexion of the hip. All right, so if I've got this, and you can have your arguments. Oh, what about the hip flexors? What? I don't know about the hip flexors. It's a sample program. I haven't defined anybody's hip flexors. So you think they might be tight, then don't do that exercise. You think that's not good for their low back, then that's not the exercise to choose. That's how sample workouts work. You put together samples and then you get to pick it. And if it doesn't work for you or your client, then you do not keep it. Same thing can be said for the crunches. I don't like crunches for my client's back. Well, don't do crunches.